Welcome to Cyclone Broadcasting. I'm Braden Alford.
And I'm Gianna James. Russellville Mayor Fred Teague is encouraging citizens to vote yes to extend a 1-cent sales tax set to sunset at the end of the year. Teague says this extension is crucial to growth. Teague also said he is in favor of making the sales tax permanent, but that's down the road.
This is not a new tax, it's just an extension of a sales tax. It's been 1-cent sales tax has been in the city of Russellville for years. And it basically, that is where every bit of improvement comes to the city of Russellville. Right now, the proposed extension is going to be 60% of that 1 cent will go to drainage, will be public works, drainage, infrastructure, sidewalks, overlays and different things like that, sidewalk maintenance and new construction, which is really important for accessibility. Most cities are in the state of Arkansas don't have taxes that sunset. They actually have a permanent tax. They don't have to go back and vote for these. Russellville has not done that yet and has not made it a permanent tax. You can compare, you go shop in Atkins, go shop in Dardanelle, go shop in Clarksville, go shop in Conway or Little Rock or Fort Smith. We are one of the lowest taxed areas in the state of Arkansas. So like I said, we're in a good place. It's important that we vote yes for this extension, vote for whatever the terminology is going to be on the ballot.
RHS Prom, A Night in Rome, will be this Saturday, April 12th from 8 to 11 p.m. This event is for seniors and their guests. Tickets are pre-sale only and will not be sold at the door. Last day to order was Wednesday, April 9th. An After Prom t-shirt is required to enter. The deadline for ordering After Prom t-shirts was Wednesday, April 2nd by 3 p.m. If you missed the deadline, please see an administrator for help.
A lot of kids will meet up and take pictures and kind of hang out with their friends and then go out for dinner before coming to prom. Prom ticket sales are pre-sale only this year. So you need to buy them from me either at both lunches or only come to my classroom during storm. They're $20 a piece. I would start trying to get to RHS around 7:30, 7:45. Doors will open at 8. There will likely be a line at the beginning, but because ticket sales are pre-sale only, we do expect the line to move pretty fast. So it'll be at the front entrance. So prom is housed in the cafeteria itself. And so you'll come in the front doors, not by the counselor's office, the front doors by the cafeteria. That's where you'll check in, you'll show up with your tickets. If you are inviting someone that doesn't go to Russellville School District, there's a form you have to fill out. The administrators have to approve it. I will have a couple of those available during ticket sales at lunch between now and April 9th, which is the Wednesday before prom. I'll have a couple of those forms for me, but kids for the most part need to pick those up in the front office, but they have to be turned back in and approved by an administrator.
And while prom season brings a lot of excitement for students here at RHS, but it can come with some harsh realities.
Prom scenario is very important. Everything you will see here actually happens on a real scene.
Of course, because it's impressionable, told what not to do, but actually seeing it happen firsthand, that really puts it in their minds of how dangerous it can be. Well, in this case, to drive while you're drunk. And it's never good for anybody.
In a role like this, it's just hard because you're with your friends, you're with all these people you love being with, spend all this time with them. Like, for example, like Alex, I'm graduating with Alex, and being in a position where I have to, I'm not playing a character, I'm playing myself. I am Luke. I'm not, playing some character on stage. This is real life. It's a real situation. And I just killed one of my best friends, someone I've been with since the 6th grade. It's a situation where it takes a toll on you. Other roles, it's like, as soon as I'm off the stage, I'm out of character. But this one, it's like I was in character going into it, and I was in character going out of it. Like, being in the back of the cop's car really takes a lot out of you, because it's like, if this happened, I actually would be arrested. I'd be in jail for 20 years. I would miss out on all my early life because I did something stupid.
Students and families have a great opportunity next year. Join Miss Bailey and Mrs. Cobb for an unforgettable journey across Europe during spring break of 2026. They're heading to Paris, Normandy, and Amsterdam for a week of incredible sights, history, and culture. Explore the Eiffel Tower, the beaches of Normandy, and the vibrant canals of Amsterdam. Spots are limited, so don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. If you'd like more information, email Miss Bailey or Mrs. Cobb.
Order your 2024 to 2025 school yearbook online at johnston'syearbook.com. Pay with a credit card or have the option to set up a payment plan. Call 877-767-5217 to order over the phone with Johnston's.
Students can access the literary magazine Google Classroom using code UNS2MMR. For every submission, fill out a Google form. If you have any questions, please refer to sponsor Ms. Womack.
Congratulations to Team 967T and their coaches on their win at the State Robotics Championship this past weekend. Their win qualified them for the VEX Robotics World Championship later this spring in Dallas.
The Quizville team won their regional tournament on March 15th. They achieved the highest average score in their conference with an average of 503.3. As a result, they will enter the state tournament as the #1 seed. The state tournament is scheduled for April 12th at Little Rock Catholic High School.
The Cyclone Band has achieved something never before seen in its history. Christian Cervantes reports.
There were no other schools who ever had 5 or 6 first chairs.
The students Mr. Gaston mentions are Edie Sanchez, Jenny Bolangia, Blake Williams, Eli Escobar, Dominic Navarro, and Mas Eshelman.
The individual students, well, I would say to be an all-stater, you probably need to practice for about an hour a day on most instruments. Some of our students, the ones who made first chair, they probably practice for 2 hours a day or more, even in some cases. So they're very dedicated to their craft, to their instrument, and perfecting their craft and preparing a tryout. I like to compare it to a game. That's part of it. That's part of, when you interview for a job one day in life, these experiences as a musician and doing all of these auditions are going to help them to excel in life. And they are super motivated by each other, honestly. It's by audition. Each student prepares music, and when they go to, you first audition for all region. If you make high enough at high school all region, you automatically qualify to try out for all state. Each individual has their own time. They go in the room by themselves. The judges are behind a screen. The judges will do the score sheets, and they'll be fed into a computer, and then eventually we find out who the people who make all state are.
The RHS Concert and Symphonic Bands made straight superior ratings at the Region 9 Concert Assessment in Conway. The band sweepstakes tradition continues.
Donovan Villarreal has decided to continue his basketball career at North Ark College in Harrison. Despite his injuries later in the season, the North Ark scouts were still impressed. Coach Greg Chenault says that he is the best rebounding guard in Cyclone history. His stats reflected that he averaged 8 rebounds per game. In his senior year, it's estimated that he averaged 16 points per game. Baseball shares his and his team's thoughts throughout the season.
It's going actually really good because usually we get off to like a really slow start and we start losing, the first couple of games. But that's not the case this year. I feel like we've been playing more together, and we started off pretty hot. Right now we're like 9-5, I'm pretty sure. So consistency and a lot of people getting hurt. Like we've had some outfielders get hurt. Right now we have a third baseman that's hurt. So we're just trying to find spots that people can hit in and produce defensively and like offensively. So hitting wise and consistently, kind of like playing together. Just I know that we've had talks, like the seniors have had talks about playing more together, handling certain situations better, and just keeping our composure throughout those challenges, and facing them as the team instead of just individually. So Greenwood's our biggest competitor. It's always like a big battle between them. And my first coming in freshman year, it's just always been big with them. And we haven't like won a game against them until last year, and we've split like the past 2 years. So I feel like our team chemistry has changed because a lot of the people, like when we first came in, it was a lot of older dudes, and then sometimes we had young talent spread out there. I don't know, it's just really, really hard to mesh together when there's a lot of old people and younger people have never played and never have kind of gathered that team chemistry that we have as a team right now. Because a lot of us have played together summer ball wise and like travel ball wise, and it's easier to kind of mesh with them because we all, moved up together. Just kind of not having another season like we did sophomore year, just on the way that I see everybody keep pushing through adversity, and whenever they struggle, they keep their heads high and they still continue to produce on both sides of the field. That really keeps me motivated, how I see them handle themselves. I feel like it's headed in like a very positive direction. Even though we've lost a couple, we haven't really took those to heart and dwelled on those very much. It's always we lose one, we play the next game, we got a next game, and we can just keep going there and just we keep our heads high. And so I feel like that's a very positive outcome for our season, and it's going pretty well. So just kind of being like a positive teammate, and because you never know what someone else is going through. So just help people keep their heads high, keep them motivated, keep them going. If there's something wrong, be the one to help them out. Don't just berate on them because it might make things worse for them.
That's it for this week's Cyclone Sports. Gianna, back to you.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Gianna James.
And I'm Braden Alford.